hang out on Airs Live.
Okay.
Oh yeah, welcome to the Pirate Pizza Party. We're a bunch of dumbasses, and I'm unadulterated pirate pizza.
The one who just ran away and is now screaming is the wonderful world of Michael Ford. I am Sin Patriarchy. Unfortunately, Kyle, also known as Thug Goat, also known as Wheel Skellington, was not able to join us today. He had some other things he had to do, and we had to pump this thing out. So it'll just be us three idiots entertaining you for right now.
Wait, did I introduce myself? I'm Michael Ford.
I introduced you.
Oh. Introducing me for never mind, forget it. Just please continue.
Well, to start, I guess I'll talk about Bloodborne a little bit since Kyle isn't here. And are either of you guys planning on playing it?
If I had a PS whatever, I would. I can't afford that shit right now.
Okay. Anyway,
I'd only buy a PS4 for like 3 games, and that's like Kingdom Hearts 3 and Final Fantasy Type 0.
Doesn't the PS4 only have like 3 games anyway?
not true. Actually, they got
There's 4 now.
They got like 3 million. I'm actually playing War Thunder and Warframe on it. They're both pretty fun, along with Bloodborne. Anyway, so before you assholes get me off topic again, I'm gonna go ahead and talk about Bloodborne. Bloodborne so far, I've only played through it and beat it once, but honestly, probably the best Souls game I've played.
Only
You
one.
beat it after like. You beat it after like what, 1 weekend? Jesus Christ!
I don't think you realize how much I played it though.
Did you just play like non-stop for like?
Pretty much. I missed a lot of class.
He didn't shower either. I could smell him.
To play.
I could smell him through the computer. Goddamn.
Oh.
Yeah,
What?
Kyle's here. I'll go ahead and I'll send him a link. Anyway, no, you can't smell it through the computer because I showered today actually, and I showered yesterday too. I'm not a fucking degenerate. I know.
Well.
Okay, I'm a little bit of a degenerate, but only because I watch hentai.
Well.
I don't believe you.
A little bit more like a lot of bit.
That was like 3 times. Anyway, so the reason why I love it so much probably has to do with the fact that honestly, it's probably like the tightest like controlled Souls game ever.
Is
Like-
it part of that series?
So it's part of the Dark Souls, Demon Souls, whatever the fuck you call it.
Not necessarily. It's not like entirely a Souls game. It's made by the same people though, and it's basically a Souls game. Like you could, it's so much like a Souls.
Spiritual licensee. Like it's basically the best version that's not actually part of it.
Yeah, I mean like fucking the guys who created it from Software, Miyazaki, same guy.
Whoa, Miyazaki?
Yeah, not the old anime dude. Like
Anime dude.
yeah, not that Miyazaki. Completely different Miyazaki. Who?
Man, I just got here. We're already talking about Bloodborne.
Of course we are. We had to start without you because you weren't here on time.
I was doing the dishes.
Can the title
Well-
of this episode be Blood Boner?
Bloodbone? No.
Blood Boner.
Yeah. Got blood
Can
on
that
my
be the
fingers.
we need to we should have episode titles. I want this to be called Blood Boner.
All right, fine, whatever. If it
Hey,
helps you sleep enough.
That's what
I had-
happens if you rearrange Bloodborne's letters. You rearrange it. It's Blood Boner.
I have one thing to mention from Bloodborne.
It's
Yeah.
the best game you've ever played.
Fucking pile bunker.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means. I don't know.
Well, just wait until you get the last weapon, man, because you're gonna flip your fucking shit. It's amazing.
So this game is worth getting a PS4 for.
If you're really into Dark Souls and Demon Souls, I would say yes. Otherwise, probably not worth buying an entire console for it.
Well, I mean, I want to play Kingdom Hearts 3 and the new Batman game too. So
Then by all means, I mean it'll be worth it then. I guess.
Those are games definitely worth getting it for. And Final Fantasy Type 0.
I don't know if I'd buy anything for Final Fantasy. Not big on that series.
Personally,
They're
never been a
saying
fan
it's a
either.
game it's a game we should have gotten already. So
Oh,
like
keep getting
Square Enix, that is a game that should have come out already in the West. PSP, we've been waiting for years, and now you're releasing it on the PS4.
It's because PS4 is best. Just kidding. I'm not gonna start a console war here. So, what has everybody else been playing this week? Because Kyle and I have obviously been no-lifing Bloodborne.
Bloodborne. I've been playing. Well, I was over my I called out on Sunday from work, and I just played Batman Arkham Origins for like Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. I think I played a little. No, I didn't play yesterday because I wanted to let my computer cool off. It was like on fire. But yeah, I played Arkham Origins for like 3 days straight. Have any of you played any of the Batman games?
I played the first two. I played City and Asylum.
I played.
Oh yeah, those are.
I played one level of Asylum at a Wii U event where before the Wii U came out. I actually went to a demonstration event, and they had that game at the demonstration.
Oh.
Interesting.
But yeah, City and Asylum are the more well-regarded ones, and Origins wasn't made by the same people because they were working on the fourth game, so they let another studio make it. So this
I heard
game
it was trash.
It's actually it got a really mixed reception from some people. I replayed it because I was kind of disappointed with some things they do, and on replaying it, I actually like it a lot more. I think it got a lot of unnecessary shit because it still plays really good. The story's solid. I mean, I don't like how the Joker hijacked the plot, and they didn't really develop the 8 assassin characters as much as I would have liked. But it's got some of the best boss battles I've ever had in a video game. Like, half of the boss battles... I mean, the Arkham series in general just has the best boss battles in any video game I've ever played.
You keep saying that, but we're also talking about Bloodborne here.
Bloodborne has had some incredibly solid bosses, and I don't think I've actually fought them all, but the ones I have fought, all of them have brought something unique and different. And I'm sure Origins did the same thing, but like for a game like Bloodborne, honestly, every single boss, even the last boss, was just fucking mind-blowing how awesome they were.
Oh, hey, I have a question about the last boss.
I have an answer.
Does Bloodborne auto-restart on defeat of final boss?
Yeah, once you beat the final boss, you get the last cutscene. I won't spoil anything, but
is it instant New Game Plus?
Yeah, instant New Game Plus. You go back to where, like the very beginning after you created your character. It goes right back to that cutscene.
It just drops you right back in?
Yeah, it drops you right back in, which is something that I really don't like. I liked how Dark Souls 2 gave you the option to go back, or to keep on playing and stuff before.
I like New Game Plus, but I like to rest a little while after finishing the game, after accomplishment.
Yeah, New Game Plus shouldn't be like a mandatory thing. You should be able to explore the game after you beat the final boss.
Well, I mean, to be honest, like, you can go at the final boss a bunch of times. It's not hard to get back to it, and even if you lose souls there, it's not like it matters. The final boss gives so many, blood echoes. I'm always gonna call it souls, though. They give so many that like you're not gonna be wanting for any that you lose necessarily fighting him. All in all, I would have to say that while I'm not a professional reviewer, and I definitely haven't touched on everything Bloodborne has to offer, there's still a bunch of things like Covenants I haven't gone into. I barely PvP'd at all. Honestly, I don't think I'd give it a 10 out of 10 because it's like loading times and shit, and obviously the fucking loading times are unbearable.
My biggest complaint for the thing is the absolute lack of weapons. Like, for every weapon feels like it's a bunch of weapons because just they're so amazing, each and every one of them. I mean, there's only like 15 of them as far as melee weapons go.
But we're talking load times. I mean, how bad are we talking here? Are we talking about
we're talking like a full minute?
We're talking Wrath of Cortex load times?
Or are we talking about hyperscan load times?
Okay, Wrath of Cortex, first video game I ever legitimately played, and I can attest that game didn't have very bad load times compared.
I'm talking about the PS2 version. It had load times up to a minute.
Oh yeah, I had it on PS2 also. This one, it's legit had 2 or 3 minute long load times for Bloodborne.
So it's like hyperscan level load times.
I've never had a 2 or 3 minute one, but I did have incredibly long ones. Like I think it was like an average of 45 seconds or something, which in this day and age, the game is in 60 FPS. There are huge frame hits sometimes in some places. Like, there are so many things that I feel really should have been polished out, considering the fact that they pushed the game back and they've been working on it for, what, like 4 years now?
Right.
These are things that I feel should have been taken care of before they shipped it. I mean, I'm sure they could probably put in like a huge patch or something and patch out the load times. They can't do anything about the frame rate, obviously. It's too late
Right.
now. But
Well,
I mean,
4 years of development, they should have the load times figured out. I mean, damn, it shouldn't be more than a minute for
The
load
thing with
time.
the load times is that they seem consistent. Like there's a mathematical way that they go about having these load times. It seems like, for example, the boss fight, the spider, whatever that town is called,
yeah.
something branch.
Wait, what? What were you talking about?
The place with the spider boss, that load time for that level is only about 30 seconds, which is still kind of big. Whereas the load time for the wooded area with all the snake enemies is, I have gotten up to 3 minutes there.
Really, 3 minutes? Maybe it's because I installed it, or I have it. I bought it digitally.
I have it on disc. So.
Yeah. I mean,
just disc it, maybe.
Even if you have it downloaded, it still has long load times.
yeah. Yeah, it's probably like honestly out of everything. Like I have a few gripes about gameplay. Like some enemies are kind of bullshit, but it's Dark Souls or it's From Software. You get used to it. But my honestly biggest complaint out of anything in that game has got to be the load times, because it breaks like any kind of immersion. And with a game like Bloodborne, where you're gonna die a lot, unless you're MLG Pro, you're gonna die consistently.
Like,
Got
and we're
enough time to
talking
get
about
up.
a game that came out right next to the difficulty that was Hotline Miami 2, where it would be you die and you're right back in, which obviously it's a different type of game, and obviously it's going to take less time to load, but in addition it's also a FromSoft game, and they've had this type of gameplay before.
I mean, I feel
Time to get up, get a cup of coffee, go take a piss, before they drop you right back in the damn
Yeah.
game again.
Okay, I could watch parts of YouTube videos while it loaded.
I mainly browse Tumblr and shit like that, but yeah, that's basically it. I mean, that's like my biggest complaint, and I could maybe have it justified for like the randomly generated dungeons, which are a lot of fun. The Chalice dungeons, those are a shit ton of fun. I really enjoy those.
I
I
can
have
kind of
questions
understand
about
them
that.
having load times.
Like
I
those.
How many
Sorry?
how many chalice bosses are there? I've only found 3, and it seems that the dungeon went farther than the third boss, but I couldn't for the life of me find a door.
No, it only goes to the third boss on the first one. You get the 2 chalices from the last 2 bosses, and then you can activate other chalice dungeons. For example, I fought a 4th boss, which was like some kind. It's called like the Soul of a Beast or something like that, or like
Yeah.
Beast-ridden Soul. I don't know, but I mean, it wasn't too terribly difficult because I'm really over leveled, to be honest, or I was really over leveled.
Oh man, can we get off Bloodborne's dick for a minute here?
Absolutely
I,
not.
I have nothing to say about it because I haven't played it and cannot play.
I have one more complaint to make. In addition to the lack of weapons comes along with the huge disadvantage of lack of gameplay styles. Like, for what I can find is like, okay, you have like 14 weapons that can go with a regular-ass build, and then 1 weapon, the Threaded Cane, which you have to make a build around, and that's entirely it.
That's actually not true. Sorry to burst your bubble, but the customization for the weapons and the way the other stats come into play is with the not only the the shotgun and like the secondary weapons, but also there is a form of magic that takes up your bullets, and that's where the arcane comes in. You can like buff your
I
weapons
did
with
see that.
fire and stuff like that. Yeah. So like the weapons, they're all the same, and like you're gonna have to invest stats in almost everything in order to use them. But you can definitely get out a lot more from buffing a weapon a certain way. And that's it for Bloodborne. We can come back to it later if we have nothing else to talk about. But
I'm gonna have a hard time not talking about it because I'm actually currently playing it.
Oh, you, oh my god.
I have a problem.
yeah, you do.
You're playing it right now?
Yeah, right now.
Well, hey,
Oh,
I'm
Jesus.
playing Binding of Isaac Rebirth right now, so you know.
Jesus, am I the only person who's like actually paying attention to this thing 100%?
Well, I mean, you guys were talking
I'm
about
talking.
Bloodborne for like half an hour. I have nothing to say about it.
We talked about it for like 12 minutes, maybe.
I have no
For me,
concept of time.
are me and Ian the only ones concentrating on this?
I mean,
Whatever. It's okay.
I'm in first level, so
It's
it's
not
not
like this takes much energy.
Yeah, that's true.
Just a podcast.
Yeah, I just have to talk with people that I enjoy talking to because they are my friends, and I'm offended that you would think otherwise.
That's true.
Now
All
I'm
right.
offended that you're offended. Anyways, so I
Alright,
started
let's not go Tumblr.
I'm triggered. Thanks.
so I started playing Bayonetta for the first time.
Ooh, how'd you enjoy it?
One of the best games I've played in years.
I would have.
I was trying to, or I wasn't. Joey was trying to play it. First of all, I haven't gotten any videos up on the YouTube channel yet because of the fact that I accidentally purchased the wrong type of Elgato recording software.
What'd you purchase it for?
I accidentally bought the newer model, which does not work for PS3. It works for Xbox 360, Xbone, and PS4.
Oh, sweet. Send me the Elgato, then I'll pay you for it.
Yeah, I'll try that, but the problem is that it doesn't work for PS3. We were testing out Bayonetta, and it's hilarious that Joey was like sucking that game's dick before he ever even played it, and then he couldn't get past the tutorial.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
I mean, I went into this game knowing next to nothing about it because when I'm interested in a game and I'm really interested in it, I will pay attention to nothing about it, but I don't get spoiled on anything. Even if I end up playing it years later, I still don't know the ending to Final Fantasy X.
Everyone dies.
Probably.
Because if anyone tells me the ending, I will reach this. I will do something to harm you.
Let's see, 100% completion, you get the Tidus sex scene. Hidden on
Yeah, if you get 120%, which is all the collectibles in addition to all side quests, you get 6 hours of Titus laughing.
If you get 420,
Worth it. Worth
but if you get 420%, you get the Snoop Dogg remix of Tidus laughing. So that's worth it. You just have to beat the final boss 4 times.
Anyways,
Sacrifice your sanity and your children.
Yes, I playing Bayonetta. I played it on the Wii U version because
Wait, are we talking 1 or 2 here?
One.
the first one.
Alright.
The first one. I was playing a friend's copy of it. She bought the one where you get both games,
Ah.
which I think is a great deal. $60, you get 2 awesome games.
Yeah, worth.
Fuck yeah,
Definitely.
definitely worth. Definitely worth.
Fair, Bayonetta 1 on the PS3 was only like $5 when I bought it.
Oh goodness.
Also, though, you're getting the price of a normal retail. You're getting 2 games for the price of 1 normal resale game. Both games have incredible amounts of replayability because spectacle fighters are awesome.
Yes, exactly. I played through it, and like when I got to that final boss, like blown away. I mean, the whole thing was just so great. The entire game, like I'm sad I never played it before because a person who lives in the house with me, actually has it on PS3 and has tried to get me to play it before.
Shit, and you didn't say yeah? Oh man, that's fucking.
I said I knew the Wii U version was coming out, and I was like, I'm going to wait till I get the Wii U version. I'll wait till I get it on the Wii U, so I don't have to learn a new control scheme when I go to Bayonetta 2.
Did you have to?
It was like, no, I'm saying I didn't want to play it on the PS3, so when I finally do play it on the Wii U, the second game, I won't have to learn a new control scheme. I'll already know it from playing the first game on Wii U.
Mm-hmm.
But and then I started playing Bayonetta 2 after I beat Bayonetta. I got through like the first 6 chapters. And I'm like, so far, I mean, this is a really great sequel. This is a sequel done right.
Yeah, there are a bunch of sequels I could talk about that have just completely disappointed me. An example would probably be and this is apparently a controversial opinion, but that's just because I actually give a shit. Modern Warfare 2, the multiplayer, terrible.
Yeah.
Absolutely fucking unbalanced mess. But everyone and their mother loves it and says, "Oh, we want an HD remaster." I'm like, no. Are you fucking retarded?
What if they update the multiplayer in a remaster?
If they update the multiplayer and they balance it, sure, man, whatever.
But because remaster does imply that they'd be remastering it.
Remaster also, the original Infinity War team though is broken off, and now they're working on like Titanfall 2 or some shit. And unless it was handled by the guys who made Advanced Warfare, I wouldn't trust. I guess I'd trust Treyarch. Treyarch has done good, but the Infinity War that made Ghost, that fucking piece of trash, wouldn't trust them with it.
Yeah, I get you.
Hey Ian, I don't know what I did the first time to get the doll to wake the fuck up. What do I do?
Talk to her.
An abandoned doll.
Did you start a new game?
Yeah.
Well, number one, this is why you don't play on stream. I'm sorry, during a podcast. And number two, go face the first boss, get an insight, and then
all right, I got
talk
it.
to her.
I mean, you'd think you'd want him to play on stream.
Well, yeah, you could stream it, but this is a podcast. It's different.
I thought about streaming and podcasting at the same time, but I couldn't think of how to get the audio to work.
That would just be retarded.
It'd be kind of cool. Isn't this technically being streamed also onto YouTube?
Yeah, technically. But I would never stream a fucking video game on YouTube, dude.
Why? You don't want to be a Let's Player?
No, I meant like the stream on my Twitch is just my voice and the game, and also your voices. So I guess if people wanted to get the podcast from two different sources, they could.
Yeah, that would be an interesting way to do it. And
this way you get video with it.
The only way I'd feasibly be able to do that is wear two headsets, but then they wouldn't hear your audio.
Yeah.
They just hear you talking like an insane person.
Which did actually happen the first two times I streamed this because I didn't know how the PS4 version of Twitch worked.
I saw that where you were just it's like one of you was streaming it, and I just heard you answering the other person's questions or something. I could hear one of y'all talking.
Yeah, that's how it works. I've actually started streaming Fallout 3 because
love Fallout 3.
Yeah, I need to take a break from Bloodborne for a while now that I've beaten it. I feel bad because I marathoned through it. I should have given it more time, but until I know what the covenants are, I'm not gonna really push on too much.
I was actually hoping to beat the bosses and then explore it more, but now that I know the new game starts instantly, I might have to be careful.
Just don't fight the final boss. You'll know when it's the final boss. You'll be very aware. I'm just letting you know.
Okay, also, huge problem, my first playthrough, I sold all of the Chalice Dungeon items.
Oh, you fucking idiot.
Under the impression I could get them back. I can get them back, but it would take me hours.
Is that you selling them?
That reminds me of when I first played Final Fantasy VIII. I sold an item in the game that you used to get a bonus summon, and I didn't know I wasn't supposed to sell it.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Games need to be a little more intuitive with that stuff, maybe.
This was very clear.
See, that's why Pokemon. If there's an important item in Pokemon, the people at the shops will say, "Oh no, I can't buy that."
It's too
rare. Too damn important.
Yeah.
Too fair when you're already playing some brutally hard games.
I mean, those merchants are talking to children. They can be like, "I'll give you $10."
Well, the thing is that Pokemon
merchants aren't assholes.
When you look at it, Pokemon, the target demographic is not adults who have their full cognitive functions. It's children. I still play Pokemon, fucking awesome. I love Pokemon, but
exactly.
the intended audience is children, so they're not gonna let children fuck up their entire game and not know why.
But what if your little brother gets on your game and sells all your shit in the game?
Well, then it sucks to suck. That's really it.
Pokemon games are super easy, so you'll still do just fine.
Yeah.
It's also why Pokemon games have that feature now where you can't just click new game and your little brother can't just go onto new game and save it. You actually have to input a code to reset the game.
Yeah.
My brother did that with all of my Game Boy Advance games one day.
I would have fucking broken his neck, to be honest.
I punched him, but I was like 8, so it didn't really do much.
You should have killed him and his whole family.
Wow. But
His
he's
whole
part of the
family? Really? Because that would include me.
Oh, whoops. Didn't think that one through.
I feel like you did, and you're just talking shit. Are you talking shit, Michael?
Am I?
Are you?
Are you?
For the viewers
I
to
mean,
decide.
yes.
Damn you!
Viewers at home, am I shit talking or am I being completely honest? Find out next
Also,
episode.
I have a huge problem. Like, I haven't played Pokemon in a long time. Like, since I got Omega Ruby, I haven't played it since I got to, like, the first town. It was,
Omega Ruby is awesome. Or
I know, it was weird, because Ruby's actually, like, my favorite Pokemon game. And after putting down Y,
Hey,
I didn't realize, like, how much fun Y was in comparison to fucking the original Ruby. So that whenever I picked up Ruby, I had, like, comparatively no fun at all, and I was, like, really disappointed.
I still had fun with it, but that's just me. Am I the only one here who plays Pokemon Shuffle?
Yep.
Yeah, isn't that like the match 3 game or whatever?
Yes.
The only match 3 I play is Honey Pop.
Oh.
I have quality tastes.
One of you
Oh,
needs
clearly.
one of you needs to gift me that game.
Yeah, I get that too.
Next
Hey,
time
why
I get
don't
some
you-
money, maybe.
Hey, viewers out there, why don't you gift us all Honey Pop?
Well, I already
Jesus
have
Christ.
it.
Speaking of gifting, holy shit, did you guys see, like, Pete on Tumblr today?
No, I didn't see him. Why? What was he doing?
He was really, like, that kid, like, I can tell he's doing it because he wants to play Bloodborne with someone. But he has offered, like, 5 different people, like, up to $80 to help buy a PS4 for them.
Jesus Christ, man.
Tell him to help me buy a PS4.
I told him to go kick a puppy and tone down his niceness.
Yeah, Pete. Honestly, Pete, one of the nicest fucking guys I know.
Who is he? What's his Tumblr?
Roar 104. By far,
Oh,
one of the
man.
nicest, one of the nicest guys I know. I love him to death.
It's almost, like, disturbingly nice.
It's
Like,
not disturbing. It's just
not disturbing, but, like, when I say that, I mean it's got to be unhealthy for him.
Maybe he's like a serial killer and he's just like pretending.
well. Then he has my
That would
address,
explain
so
weird.
you know, bring it on, bitch. He's bought
That would-
me pizza before.
No, I'm just kidding. He's probably a very nice guy. That was very
He is a really nice guy. He's fantastic.
Just don't be surprised if a bucket of puppy heads arrives at your doorstep.
Yeah, wait, who's it here who doesn't know who Pete is? I lost the conversation. Who doesn't know who Pete is?
Well, that's because you're playing Bloodborne instead of paying attention.
No,
Okay,
I
has
wasn't-
anybody seen any movies this week?
I wasn't looking at who
Oh.
was talking.
Some video game news that I was going to tell y'all. I don't know if any of y'all read this, but apparently that thing about there being a Legend of Zelda show was false.
Oh, there's not? Oh,
yeah,
man,
apparently
sucks.
that report was based off false information.
There's already a
Fuck
Legend
my
of Zelda
ass
show,
with
and
a
it's really
chainsaw.
bad.
You know, I think, like, Netflix has a good track record of handling shows, like, for example, House of Cards, Orange is the New Black, all fantastic shows. And the fact that, like, I was kind of worried, but, you know, knowing now that they're not going to, like, I'm totally fine with that.
Now, Nintendo hasn't denied the possibility that they might one day do a show.
They
Yeah, I
are-
just
haven't
thought they were going to be for a while.
Yeah, they haven't thrown that out the window. They're just saying nothing right now is in works.
There's already a Zelda show though.
Nobody wants to watch
We
a
don't
piece of
talk
shit
about
show.
that. We
It's
don't talk
either
about
really
that.
I actually own a few episodes of that on DVD.
I own the entire series.
Yeah, it's either really good or really
Well,
bad, depending on how hungry
excuse me, princess.
I actually own it, and I watched it, and it was the cheesiest, the best cheesiest damn thing ever.
See, the problem is you weren't
That's
high first.
cheesiest. I don't know about that. You've never watched Captain Planet, if you think that. Every fucking Earth Day, I sit through that marathon. I fucking love Captain Planet.
Dude, they
Jesus.
marathon it on Earth Day? Jeez, I gotta get on my TV on Earth Day. I fucking love Captain Planet.
Like, it's so cheesy, and he does the
Planet
worst puns, but I just...
Zero. Going to take pollution down to 0. Sorry. Anyways.
Oh my god.
Now all you'll have to deal with that song in your head. You remember it now. All of
don't
you remember it now.
I don't remember
That's true.
I apologize to the viewers who now have that stuck in their head.
They're all gonna look it up. They're all just gonna go listen to the 5-hour version.
Oh man, I just saw a gif of some kid getting his fucking it's like a big model airplane or whatever. Just got ran the fuck over. He's like a little kid. He's a little kid and he looks so excited, like he's trying to figure out the controls. He's like got it on the street or whatever. Fucking truck just comes by and just runs over it real casual like, and he's like holding the controller, looks at the camera and is like, why?
Welcome to the real world, bitch.
That's what I was thinking. Oh god.
Oh man. Okay.
Get fucked, small child. Jeez.
You fuck nerd.
So
Feels so
Dude,
rude picking on a
I-
child who has just suffered a horrific trauma.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't do it to his face, obviously.
I would.
okay, so I know Michael knows about this, but do any of y'all know about the whole jazz hands thing?
No.
Oh yeah, like apparently like some feminist academia are trying to stop people from clapping or something?
Well, it has to do with this big feminist conference. They said, we're not going to clap because it's ableist and it might trigger some people. Clapping might trigger some people.
I thought that was like satire as fuck. Oh my god.
No, it's real.
Well, you know, you should applaud for people who like can't clap because they don't have arms. I mean, they need a hand. You know, gotta give them.
You know, if the problem is people who don't have hands, what's jazz handsing gonna do about it?
Oh.
That's true. Yeah, that's.
But I think the
This
main
hand
reason
looks
is
fucking
they,
stupid too. Like it's literally the stupidest thing.
they said it was triggering. It might trigger some people. The loud clapping sounds might trigger people.
Jazz hands trigger me because one time I saw this show where this child was molested and the molester used jazz hands to hypnotize him. So check your fucking privilege.
Man, that really rubs me the wrong way because I'm not a
It
believer
rubbed the kid the wrong way too.
Sarah said the wrong way.
That's good.
He also got molested with jazz hands.
So, on
Or
top of that,
like
if you get triggered by clapping, you can now go inside the feminist safe room.
That reminds me. Remember during the DashCon thing?
The ball pit.
People thought the ball pit was the funniest part. I thought the picture of that room with a piece of paper on it that said "quiet room" was the funniest shit.
That was pretty funny
But
too.
this is a real thing.
What
They're
is
trying to set up this room that if you get triggered during like debate or something, you can go in there to calm down, and it has coloring books, videos of puppies, juice boxes, and cookies.
Are they 5-year-olds? What's going on? Like
And this is in colleges. They want to do these in colleges.
oh my god.
If you get triggered by debates, then you shouldn't be debating in the first place.
Like, to be fair, those are all things that I like, but I also don't get like.
They want to set up
physically and
daycare
physically
rooms.
uncomfortable from people just talking.
Yeah, that's
Pathetic.
Set these damn daycare rooms, basically. So if you're getting your ass whooped in a debate, or you're like,
Oh my god, you're right. You can totally just be like, you're triggering me, lose.
that.
and
Yeah,
then go to the trigger room, the trigger safe room.
that's gonna probably be academic debates from now on. At
They
least with
did
some
this
people.
in a place where they're debating about the what was it, the fact that there's a rape culture or not, and they didn't want to suggest that there wasn't a rape culture, and so anyone triggered by that can go to the safe room.
Anyone triggered by that should get the fuck out and not sit in the debate. Because if you're gonna get triggered by people talking, you don't belong in the real world.
It's like when I saw the trigger warning for words and pronouns. There was a post saying like that had triggers for words, posts, text, pronouns,
See, the thing with these kind of people, the thing with people who actually do have triggers, they would actually go out of their way to avoid things that would trigger them. Like, a soldier with PTSD is probably not going to go to a 4th of July fireworks celebration.
Now, I know
one that did,
soldiers
that
aren't
was
the only ones with PTSD. I know there are people who are victims of horrible incidents who have PTSD. It's not
But they
exclusive
still have
to
sort of
soldiers.
the de facto.
Yeah, it was like, I know there's people who suffered horrible incidents who have it. It's not something exclusive to soldiers. But
Yeah,
these
yeah,
people,
I was using that as an example because it's
yeah,
For example, if you want PTSD, argue with someone on Twitter.
Yeah,
exactly.
apparently so.
Yeah. Oh my God, the Tumblr raid gave me PTSD. Anyone remember that?
Yep.
That
when
raid
Tumblr
actually
tried to
did me
defend mayonnaise as a gender.
hmm
Remember when Tumblr was a wonderful place where you could actually go to have a good time?
Nope.
Yeah, me neither. I came too late.
Yeah, but you know what? I stayed for like large amounts of JoJo on there for no reason.
I don't
I
get that.
used
Why
to
does
be a
everyone?
roleplay
Why did
blog.
everyone get obsessed with JoJo? It's a bizarre
So
adventure.
good.
Why is there so much JoJo on Tumblr?
Isn't it like a 20-year-old anime and now everyone's jizzing?
20-year-old manga. The new anime is more recent. They did like an OVA of like Arc 3.
I don't care
Long
about your
time ago.
animals and your mangoes. I just want to know why it's popular.
Because it's good.
I don't
Because
want
it's
that
good.
new stuff.
It's good. It's big muscle men posing and beating the shit out of each other.
I like the part when they pose.
You know,
Yeah.
if I want that, I'll just go watch a music video of the Village People.
Oh, look at me, I'm too cool. That's
And everything's named after like 80s rock songs.
That's the best part.
true, it is.
I know. There's a character named REO Speedwagon.
Oh God.
Speedwagon? I love
Wonderful.
Speedwagon.
Everyone loves Speedwagon.
Robert
If you ask anyone about JoJo, they're like, Speedwagon. Whereas personally, I thought Hall Horse was the best character.
Yeah.
Man, so I'm checking out the Bloodborne wiki right now because I can't get my mind off of it. I'm checking to see if anybody's discovered where these fucking covenants are. And it seems like everyone started out as the military veteran.
Really?
Yeah, on their poll they have 89 people so far have started out as military veteran, the closest being Waste of Skin, which is like the deprived class.
Which, you know, everyone should start out as.
I mean, no.
Yes. Absolutely.
No, I wouldn't, because I don't care.
If you don't pick deprived, you're just wrong.
No, if I don't pick deprived, it means I'm, a sane human being.
Is Bloodborne basically a more modern Dark Souls?
Yes.
That's the best way to put it, I'd say.
Yeah, Dark Souls with the invention of the fucking flintlock pistol.
Yeah, it's pretty tight. I like it a lot, honestly. It's one of my favorite.
Best
It's,
detail of the whole game, blood sticking to you.
yeah, you can basically the entire game is just Quentin Tarantino could take a few lessons from Bloodborne with how blood works.
I don't know about that.
There doesn't seem to be a cap on how much blood you can have on you.
Yeah, there have been a few times where I've run around and I've just been literally completely drenched.
Yeah, and since it seems
Nice.
that every area in the game is connected somehow, you could probably play through the whole thing just covered in blood.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it.
That sounds amazing.
It is. It's pretty cool.
Sounds interesting.
Maybe
can only
do a
imagine.
run where you have the least amount of blood on you. Try to go through with the least amount of blood.
Well, that would just require you taking off your equipment, because the second you take it off, you no longer have blood on you, and if you kill things, you're gonna get blood. That's just how it works.
Also, if you get hit, apparently.
Yeah, you can get hit, and it'll get blood. They'll get blood on you.
Oh, by the way, I asked you earlier if you found the lightning mace.
Yeah, I did.
I recently found out that you could just find it on the ground.
Yeah,
Did you actually find the boss that allows you to buy it?
yeah. I found both the boss that allowed me to buy it, and I found it on the ground.
Because that was a pretty sick fucking boss.
I'm
That
starting to
was-
think the title Blood Boner is just more and more fitting for this episode.
Yeah, do it. I'm not
absolutely.
going to stop talking about Bloodborne. Fuck you.
Hey, I'm very bad, guys.
You've got quite the boner for this game.
Yeah, you could say that.
I did just say it.
In fact, I'm erect right now.
Well,
Why
aren't
you
we
do
all?
No, not
That's
at all.
what you have to do before you get on this damn show.
It's
Damn
just
it.
that-
I don't think I need a boner to do a podcast.
pre-requirement to have this podcast go. You have to have a boner.
Is that the new rule?
If you're not erect, your commentary's not on point.
he's got a point. Oh god.
He's got a point, all right. If you know what I mean.
A little nubby point, but besides that,
Yeah, my dick.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about.
a little nubby point. Anyways,
That's the joke.
So anyone who's still here for reviews of Bloodborne, everyone who was disappointed about Darkness and Torches in Dark 2 being totally fucking pointless, they're pretty fucking amazing in this one. Dark rooms are dark as shit, Torches bright as shit.
well, that's good. I remember playing the other one, and it was just like completely useless.
I still haven't played Dark Souls.
What are you doing a podcast if you haven't played Dark Souls? How can you call yourself somebody? How can you call yourself a gamer if you haven't played Dark Souls?
Yeah, get out right now.
I'm sorry,
Fucking ignore me.
I need to get good, as they say.
Yeah, as the kids these days tend to say a bunch, get good.
I got
Yes,
to it. I played it.
I must get the goodness in me.
Get that good inside me.
I must play the Dark Souls. I will play it, and I will be good at it.
And its sequel, Dark Souls, and its sequel, Dark Souls.
Dark Soulsier.
It's Dark Souls, because they really fucked up with the Roman numerals, and it looks like an H.
No, it definitely
Dark
looks
Souls-
like it too, you idiot.
Dark Souls
It looks a
2.
bit like an
It's
A.
Dark Soulsier.
Dark Souls 2 is trash.
Even more Dark Souls than the Dark Souls.
So many
Why
Dark
don't you like Dark
Souls.
Souls 2?
I do. It's just
It's just
Did
the
Dark
fun thing
Souls-
to make. It's just the popular thing to make fun of it.
yeah. So I'll make fun of it too.
To my knowledge, there's no actual Dark Souls in Dark Souls. But there are Dark Souls 2, so that makes it more Dark Soulsier.
Have you seen
Why aren't
Artorias?
there any
Oh, of
Dark
course you
Souls?
haven't seen Manus' Soul. You wouldn't know.
Oh shit, I forgot. Yeah, I have actually seen it, but cheat engine. But
Oh wow. So you're not even good at the game.
I mean, I am.
No, obviously not.
I just never beat Manus, but to be fair, I only fought him twice.
I beat him on my second try. I don't get why you're that it's not a defense.
It was also on a gimmick build meant for PvP.
Any build that's viable for PvP is definitely viable for PvE.
That is a blatant lie because I was using the pike.
Hey, any of you planning who own a Wii U planning on getting Splatoon?
I don't have a Wii U, and I
I don't have a Wii U, but if I did, I think I would honestly get Splatoon, to be honest.
I want to get a Wii U so I can get that. Well, actually, I want to play Smash, but...
It looks absolutely fucking amazing.
I know, I want to play it so bad.
Speaking of Nintendo games, the only one that I'm actually looking forward to having is Monster Hunter.
Meh. I take it or leave it, really, with Monster
To be
Hunter.
fair, I've never played Monster Hunters 1, 2, or 3, but I've been looking to buy them.
They look pretty fun.
I've played 3. It's alright.
I have played 4 a little bit.
I kind of want it because it's a DS game that seems to be action-oriented, and that's kind of what I want since the DS is just there to entertain me, and I have fucking, like, Pokemon, and that's not very action-oriented in my opinion.
Why don't you get a Zelda game then?
Yeah.
I have Zelda 1 on it, and that's my favorite Zelda, mostly because,
The first one?
yeah.
Well, if you like the first one so much, get Oracle of Ages and Seasons.
I have those, but, like, eh.
Do you have the Four Swords Anniversary? That one was fun.
Oh yeah, I'm glad I was able to get it.
I'm a huge Zelda fan who actually doesn't own many Zelda games. Most of the Zelda games I've played, I've borrowed.
I get you.
Wow, look at you.
Yeah,
Oracle of Ages and Seasons has got to be my favorite Zelda game if you consider them both part of the same game. Because they're both basically two parts of the same game. So
Two
I
games for the price of one game for the price of two.
Yeah.
They're both different.
And that non-existent third one.
Was there
yeah,
some-
the third. They were going to make a third one. It's just too complicated to work it all in.
No, they were just fucking lazy. That's all.
No, I mean it ran on a password system to exchange your data between the games, and adding the third game would have made it way too complicated for the time.
So they were just lazy.
It's not laziness. It was
Nintendo
technical.
being lazy doesn't exist.
It was technical limitations, and also
Technical limitations don't exist. It's all laziness, and they're just excusing it.
Do you want to fucking bet?
They
Yeah,
made
but
it called-
Game Boy Color
made
was
it.
an ultimate system that could handle anything.
It wasn't Nintendo who made it, by the way.
It was
It was
Capcom. Yeah.
Capcom.
Oh, really? I didn't know.
Yeah.
But they made like all the, well, not all the portable ones, but a good chunk of the portable.
I think they made those two in Minish Cap.
Yeah, they did.
You know what the hardest, like, old game to play is now, recently?
What?
Fucking Mike Tyson's Punch-Out on the DS is incredibly hard because there's some enemies in that game that have, like, 1 pixel as their telegraph for their attack.
Oh, I thought it was I thought they didn't have Mike Tyson.
Yeah, it's not Mike Tyson's Punch Out. It's like Punch Out.
It's Mr. Dream or something because they don't have.
No. That's the Wii version. I'm talking like NES and Mike Tyson's Punch-Out.
They don't have Mike Tyson's.
Yeah,
Punch
they don't have Mike Tyson's Punch Out on the DS because they don't have the rights to Mike Tyson. Mike
Oh,
Tyson.
you're right. Really?
Yeah, Mike Tyson's a free man,
Yeah,
Well, now he is.
implying he
they-
wasn't
yeah.
before.
Thanks to
Yeah,
Abraham
they-
Lincoln.
For raping someone.
Thanks to
they
Abraham Lincoln.
no longer have the license for Mike Tyson Punch Out. So
Really? Okay.
at the time they re-released it a long time ago. They re-released it like featuring Mr. Dream. I think they just
Yeah.
Regardless,
replaced him.
you've got enemies like Mr. What's his fucking name? The guy with the fucking tiger is incredibly hard because his tail is the single pixel on his forehead, and I have like the smallest available fucking DS, and it
You
does.
got a 2DS, don't you?
No, I've got like a fucking straight up 3DS, and it was a bad time for me. It was a bad choice to be made.
Really, I have horrible vision, yet I'm able to do it just fine.
I mean, yeah, but
And I got a regular 3DS as well. I just got a standard 3DS.
it's probably got a lot more to do with lighting than anything. But you know,
Yeah.
it
I don't
is
really
what
have much to say about the DS. I actually did buy a 2DS, but I recently sold it to get a PS4. It was okay. I would not recommend other people buying a 2DS, though.
It's just a poor man's 3DS, really.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's actually
Kind of
intended for
unfair to
children
say.
break shit.
I think it has its uses.
Yeah.
It's meant for money saving and for idiot kids who break shit. So
Yeah, it's definitely it's a shill's DS.
Exactly.
So yeah, it's terrific for people like me. I'm fucking cheap as shit.
Speaking of DS, I tried to buy a DS game, but it's like freaking expensive because it's kind of hard to find. Like you can't get it in America because it was never released in America.
Well, what is it? Come on, the suspense is killing us.
I think you can figure out which game it is.
I have no idea.
Is it an H game? Probably.
No, it was released in Europe. No, Tingles.
What?
You cut out there.
Yeah.
Everyone is stunned.
Tingles.
Oh, Tingle's Red Rupee Adventure or whatever.
Tingles Rosy Rupee Land, I think was what it's called.
Never even.
No, it was like freshly picked Tingles Rosy Rupee Land.
Yeah, and it was literally you play as Tingle and you just go around and collect.
Rupees.
That does
Go
not
around.
sound good at all. Actually.
It's actually a good game, surprisingly.
It sounds terribly boring.
It sounds terrible, but it's actually a good game.
My biggest, like, I would play a ton of DS because I'm constantly like not at home. But
Yeah.
like, my biggest problem with it is that like if I'm playing a portable game, it's got to be something I can pick up and just start playing, and it's got to be like fucking fun and actiony.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is a problem because I only have Smash, which I'm not actually very good at, and Pokemon.
Wow, you need to get good at Smash.
Whoa, what the fuck is that?
That's a
Airplanes.
fucking jet. I'm sorry, I play real fighting games.
Implying
fuck.
Smash isn't real fighting games.
Smash is not a fighting game. Huh, that's a good one.
Jesus Christ, stop jumping in the middle of the ocean, damn.
I'm sorry, I live under airspace.
So do I, but I don't have this fucking problem that you do.
I will move if it makes you happy.
Just
Please.
be normal people.
Yes, move
involved
in.
in the airport. Come
Move
on.
in with me. In fact, we all should get a house and just move in together.
Ew, no.
Ew.
Okay, who wants to live with me? I'm really messy.
I wouldn't live with Ian if it.
So am I. The house would be like overflowing with garbage within a week, I swear.
I do have plans that like it'd be pretty cool to share a house with friends, but not fucking you four. Or you.
Whoa, whoa.
Actually, I think I'm going to cry.
What the fuck, Kyle? Like, I would bring you into my home. I would raise you like my son. And you would betray me like you would do a brother like this?
I would, you know what? I would probably hang out with you, Ian, but like.
No, shut up. It's too late
not
now.
all three of
It's
you.
too late to apologize.
Not all three.
What's
of you.
wrong with me?
It's too late.
No, again, it's not you individually. It's all three of you.
I said it's too late to apologize.
Wow, so what's the problem with me? What did I do?
I think we should all go to a con together.
All I've ever done is want to make
I mean,
sweet.
if I get money, sure, man. I know there's a con
It's
for.
specifically Michael and no one else. Fuck Michael.
It's just Michael. Everybody. If it was
If it was just the three of us, it would be fine, but it's because it's Michael.
fucking
Oh.
Michael.
That
And
hurts.
everything.
That hurts. Down inside.
No, I'm just messing with you. There is a con near my house. I think it's like MomoCon or something. It takes place in Atlanta. I'm not entirely sure what it's like, and I'm not really a con kind of guy.
Well, isn't it Dragon Con in Atlanta?
Yeah, Dragon Con's in Atlanta too, but again, not really a
Free
con.
convention.
Huh?
A free convention.
Dragon Con? It's a pretty big convention for like everything. The
Like
best.
dragons, they're pretty big.
Yeah. No. Mainly what it is, it's like I've only heard about it, but from what I understand, a lot of board game stuff, a lot of video games are obviously showcased there as well.
Yeah, let's go to that. Let's go to Dragon Con.
I don't know. I don't think I'm autistic enough.
Let's go to Magfest
We'll
and
we'll
try
cosplay
and
as
find
characters.
PewDiePie.
We'll cosplay as characters from Katawa Shoujo. Just go to Dragon Con.
Oh my god, yes.
I don't mean assault. I mean fight.
You know, since I gotta go soon, did any of you see that thing I'm doing, that experiment I'm doing?
No, I
No.
haven't seen it.
I don't
Oh,
know what
you're
you're
talking
with anal?
Okay, so at work, I'm doing this experiment because I've been, you know, I work at a McDonald's, right?
Oh no, I didn't know that. That
Oh, well,
sucks.
I work at a McDonald's, and they usually have me taking orders. And
Yeah.
so I've noticed, like, the past year I've been working there, is that a lot of customers don't say thanks when I'm done taking their order.
Yeah, of course.
Because I feel like it's so rude. It's the least you could do for me. You could just say thank you. I mean,
I have to say
I
thanks.
say thank you.
I have to say thanks because I'm usually too nervous to even talk to them.
Wow.
Exactly.
Well, that's all I want. I just want thanks. So I'm doing an experiment. I am keeping tabs of who says thanks and who doesn't after I take their order. And last night when I did it, I found out like 52% of the men and 52% of the women did not say thanks after I or someone else took their order.
Huh.
Oh, wow.
Just overall, 52% of the people didn't say thank you.
Hmm.
And this was out of 155 people.
Wow, these people need to like achieve euphoria.
Yeah, seriously.
Like they just drive right up. Like there's this one cranky guy who comes by every morning. He just orders a plain bagel with like bacon on it and a root beer at like 4:30 in the morning.
How can you hate yourself so much?
Jesus Christ.
It's like
A
every morning,
bagel
like
with bacon
clockwork,
is-
around the same time. He just gets a plain bagel and 2 strips of bacon. Sometimes he'll throw some cheese on there or something. But he does it this way because he's such a cheapskate. He doesn't want to just pay for a regular size bagel and take everything off. Like he just does it like this cheap way, like he's beating the system. I bet he feels so
You know,
smart.
I got a promotion. Yesterday. I'm feeling good. I'll get a piece of cheese on there.
Yeah, I gotta start getting ready for work.
Alright, well, we can go ahead and,
Wrap it up.
yeah, thank you guys for watching the podcast. Sorry this one's kind of short, but we had to start a little bit late due to, personal things. We should have another...
We need to get an
My
established
personal-
time.
Yeah, we do.
We
By
really need to get an
closing,
established
You
time.
mean you were playing Bloodborne all night, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
closing notes. Buy Bloodborne.
Bloodboner.
Yeah, by Bloodboner. It's really fun.
If you don't have a PS4, take out another mortgage on your house.
You know what? Sell blood. Sell blood to get blood boner.
Ooh, that's a good idea. That'll really
Actually-
immerse you.
You say that, but there's actually, I think it's in France or maybe Sweden. If you donate blood, they will give you a copy of Bloodborne.
That's amazing. I would do that. I would do that
Just
in a
like that
heartbeat.
time at that place that if you gave the person a bunch of bananas, they'll give you a free copy of Donkey Kong Country Returns.
I do not remember that at all.
It was like at one chain of stores or something. If you gave them a bundle of bananas, they'd give you a copy of Donkey Kong Country Returns.
That's amazing. We need
That's a
we need
real
to do
thing.
more barter system like that. Fuck money. Let's go back to trading seashells.
Alright, well, we're gonna have to cut
What-
this really short because I can tell right now my Wi-Fi is about to cut out in like 5 minutes.
All right.
All right, I got one thing left to close on.
All right.
If you give blood for Bloodborne and bananas for Donkey Kong, what did people give for Seaman?
Haha!
They gave their
Oh,
count.
and if you don't have a house to take a mortgage out on, like, tell your friends chickens. Buy Bloodborne. Do whatever it takes.
Anyway, guys,
Fine.
hope you enjoyed the podcast. This is Sin Patriarchy signing off.
All right, y'all take care.
Getting the fuck out of here.
Alright.
Later.
All right, later, guys.